Hello everyone, my name is Win, and today I'm going to present organizational behavior assessment of Bill English Center. And before going through the presentations, I'm going to going through some overview of the presentations. So the first one is organization overview with key organizational problems. The second one is going to be about the evidence-based management approach that I'm going to use in this presentation. The third one is going to personality assessment with perceptual bias by using kind of model. And the fourth one is going to be ethical leadership, cooperate social responsibility. And the fifth one is creative strategies that is going to be adopted for the PO essentials. And this sixth one is about the financial projections after using the micro learning model. And the final one is on employee motivations and visions realignment for PO English Center. So about the background, PO is a small-scale English center located in Nepal City, Vietnam. The centers operates under a hierarchical structures, including a general director, senior manager, academic manager, teachers, sales staff, and teaching assistants. So as you can see on the diagram, that is the PO's hierarchical structures, including those positions. So all about the problems, it is the post-management trends declined. The key issue is the high employee return and the communications breakdowns, along with the revenue instability and customer churn. The objective is going to use the organizational behavior theory to transition from management by institutions to evidence-based management. So the evidence-based management approach is going to use theory of Durbin's um, 7E framework, the fundamentals of organizational behavior. The application is going to use evidence by using the internal turnover data and customer feedback, and evaluation is going to assess the failure of intuition-based decisions. And the ethic is going to ensure strategies benefits all stakeholders, not just the bottom line. So, the personality and perceptual bias by using kind of model is the personality assessment. First is going to identify the conflict between the management and the staff. So the key traits are the management are really low. The management is really low openness. So along with like low agreeableness. Meanwhile, the staff at BOE centers are really dynamic. They are really open with high consciousness. So the result is the psychological contrast bridge and decrease job dissatisfactions among the employees because of this conflict. So about the perceptual bias, there are some problems. So for the first one is the halo effect. Managers here overvalue native teachers beyond their origins than pedo pedagogical skills. And the second one is stereotyping, forcing a global corporate model on a small scale center like PO English Center. And third one is negative big mailing effect. The managers here set unrealistic KPIs that lead employees self-doubt about themselves and which leads to failure. And the solution is implementing a competencies-based evaluation system for all academic staff, such as implementing a competencies-based evaluation framework or localizations and niche market research, which is really effective for small scale English centers like BOA. So about the ethical leadership and corporate social responsibility. The issues here is that the inconsistency between the leadership's promises and the operational actions. So the internal ethic is establishing transparent feedback channels and ethical guidelines by establishing a code of conduct and value-based recognitions rewarding. And for a small scale English centers like this, so initiatives for corporate social responsibility is the English for all, allowing for all students, especially free workshop for underprivileged local youth to learn English, or to implement green campus by eliminating single-use plastic in the centers. So the impact is going to be building authentic trust with both employees and the local community. So this next thing I'm going to do is introduce some creative strategies, especially the micro-learning model. So the recommendations for the PO centers for long-term growth are language exchange and coffee club by allowing students to bring their friend and their family members to learn English at a comfortable environment. And the second one is hybrid learning model with recorded micro lessons, along with performance-based tuition incentive program. And the final one is micro learning subscriptions. So I'm going to go to that specific method. So the concept is converting long-term courses into nano courses from 2 to 4 weeks, and instead of like um, 3 months learning courses. So price will be around $20 to $40 per module instead of like $120 for 3 months courses. So the reason why it works is because it would reduce customer financial risks. They are going to have ability to cover that amount of money, and they will try before this making decisions to learn at these centers. And it will increase enrollment for hesitant leads and also utilize existing teachers' capacity during the off-peak hours. So for the financial projects, the total annual benefit is going to be about like 8,160 dollars per profit with zero added overhead. For the breakdown, the churn recovery will be 2,400 per year, saving 50% of at-risk students, and the trial conversions will be $1,440 per year. And the upsell value is going to be 4,300 per year. So this is the estimated benefits for financial projections. So for the employee motivations and vision realignment, thus the current failure of BO English Central is the work system just focus on the sales staff, which is really something the teachers at BO English Centers feel they are really undervalued. They feel like they are being ignored. So the recommendations for it is to equity theory by linking teachers' bonuses to student progress and satisfactions, because the teachers are the one who keep students to learn and they motivate students for better results. And the second one is the job redesign by implementing flexi-time to reduce teacher burnout, allowing them to work at flexible time beside class hour, giving them more hour to relax and give them more energy to work effectively. And the third one is empowerment by involving teachers in curriculum development decisions. So for the vision will be the from innovation theory to authentic growth. So the suggestions for this center is the feedback loop by implementing three 60-degree feedback system to minimize managerial bias, allowing staff and teachers to have their own voice, to give feedback, to give their voice in strategic plans for long-term growth and the center development. And the second one is the authentic branding, which is replacing the stock photos with real student and teacher success stories on social media, allowing the English Central will be able to attract students who want for a better of performance at school or the better results with English performance. And the last one is redefining role and rewards based on innovations. So which is going to harmonize leadership behavior with organizational values. So the conclusions here is that success at BO in essential require intersections of evidence, equity, and innovations. And it's really important for the centers to recognize the importance of the staff and the teachers here to maintain the sustainability and the long-term growth. And the organizational behavior is the key to turning human capital into sustainable profit. So that is the end of my presentations. Thank you for listening.